Good evening to one and all. See this, in this today's live lecture, we shall study the next and the last chapter of this our syllabus, and this total chapter is belonging to the motion of a projectile. But before starting the motion of a projectile, we shall discuss the rectilinear motion, because we shall start from base. That is, what is meant by rectilinear motion, which are the equations of the rectilinear motions, we shall discuss. ऑनलाइन मध्ये पहा प्रामुख्याने हर्षदा जोशी, रूपाली, अंजली, जानवी ढगे, स्नेहा, फलक पठाण, प्रणित मुळे, सोमनाथ, समता ओळ, निखिल पवार, शुभम एवढेच आहेत का? ओके, त्यांची नोंद घेतो. ठीक आहे. नाउ सी दिस. Actually, in this unit number 3, we have to discuss the motion of a projectile and a motion in resisting medium. This motion of a projectile and a motion in the resisting medium. Actually, this is the unit number 3. This is the last chapter in our syllabus. Now, in this unit 3rd, we have to study rectilinear motion, motion under gravity, motion of a projectile and derivation of equation of the trajectory, Cartesian equation of the path of the projectile, vertex and latus rectum of the parabola, that is parabolic path of the projectile, velocity of a particle in terms of its height. Then we shall discuss the range on an inclined plane, projectile to pass through a given point, and the last relation, that is T1 into T2 is equals to 2 into R upon G. This syllabus which we have to study in this section. Okay. प्रियंका धनुरे नाही ना? प्रियंका धनुरे सतत absent राहायला लागली, बरोबर आहे ना? प्राजक्ता कलशेट्टी, श्वेता, मयूरी, वैष्णवी, प्रणीत, नीरज, स्वाति, योगेश्वरी, ऋतिजा कौटिकवार. Okay. Now see this. Today we shall start the next concept, that is a rectilinear motion. This is the first part, or actually this is the first bit in which we have to study what is meant by rectilinear motion. Actually, the rectilinear motion is the part of a linear motion. You know that the definition of the linear motion is that an object is said to be in a linear motion when the object moves along a straight line or a curved path in a plane. See this is the concept of a linear motion. For example of the linear motion is athlete running along a straight path. This is the motion of the linear motion. Now, but we need to explain the rectilinear motion. What is meant by the rectilinear motion? You must know. Rectilinear motion means a linear motion in which, see this, the definition of the rectilinear motion. थांबा, मी थोडं एक मिनिट ना, मी स्क्रीनशॉट काढून घेतो. कोण विद्यार्थी ऑनलाइन आहेत काय नाही. बरेच विद्यार्थी पहा, मी परत एकदा सांगतो, बरेच विद्यार्थी हे करतात, वेळेवर असाइनमेंट पण देत नाहीत. प्रामुख्याने मी तुम्हाला त्यांचे नाव पण वाचून दाखवतो. जे विद्यार्थी असाइनमेंट्स वगैरे देत नाहीत, पहा, वेळेवर त्यांचं प्रॉम्प्ट काहीच नसतं. गरड ऐश्वर्या, मयुरी गोरुडे, धनुरे प्रियंका, गोरटे ऐश्वर्या, मिसाळ प्रणीत, काळे ऐश्वर्या, चव्हाण अनुजा, जाधव आकांक्षा, जाधव श्रद्धा, कल्याणकर श्रद्धा, कुलकर्णी रेणुका, इर्लापल्ले स्नेहा, पवार निखिल, राम मेले शुभम, देवने रोहित, कुलकर्णी योगेश्वर. या विद्यार्थ्यांचं प्रॉम्प्ट काहीच नाही. मी परत एकदा सांगायला लागलो, हे विद्यार्थी मी नाव वाचले ना, त्यांनी प्रॉम्प्ट असाइनमेंट वगैरे सर्वच्या सर्व वेळेवर देणं गरजेचं आहे. मध्येच रेग्युलरला कधीही मध्येच लेक्चरला यायचं नाही. रेग्युलर लेक्चर करा, नाहीतर तुम्हाला हॉल तिकीट दिलं जाणार नाही. बघा, मी सांगायला लागलो, 6व्या सेमिस्टरचं कुठल्याही परिस्थितीत तुम्हाला हॉल तिकीट दिलं जाणार नाही. हे विद्यार्थ्यांचे मी जे नाव वाचले त्यांनी परत एकदा स्वतःमध्ये सुधारणा करून घ्या लवकरात लवकर. पुन्हा लेक्चर संपल्यानंतर, सिलेबस संपल्यानंतर लेक्चर करायला जाल तर पुन्हा काही उपयोगाचं नाही. म्हणून जे आता या ठिकाणी मी आता ज्यांचे नाव वाचलेले आहे ना, त्यांनी रेग्युलर असाइनमेंट करणे, रेग्युलर लेक्चर करणे गरजेचं आहे, नाहीतर यांना हॉल तिकीट नाही मिळायचे. पहा, नाव सी दिस. Today in this lecture we shall discuss actually basically rectilinear motion. The definition of the rectilinear motion is a linear motion in which the direction of the velocity remains constant and the path is a straight line. See this. Linear motion means which is in the straight line. Rectilinear motion means linear motion in which the direction of a velocity remains constant. Direction of a velocity remains constant and the path is a straight line. See this, these are the some note regarding the rectilinear motion. See this, rectilinear motion is also type of a linear motion in which we can describe by moving body or object that travels only in a straight path. Only in a straight path. Next, when a body travels along a straight path, it is said to be in a rectilinear motion. Or also, a body is said to be in a rectilinear motion if any two particles of that body travels same distance along two straight lines. See this, for example, the example of the famous example of the rectilinear motion is, what is that the famous example of the rectilinear motion? See, the famous example of the rectilinear motion is light traveling in a rectilinear motion. See this, right, light travel in a rectilinear motion. See this. Okay, now we shall discuss the equations regarding the rectilinear motion. See this, derive the equations of the rectilinear motion. There is one question. Now equations for the rectilinear motion. You know that the rectilinear motion means particle is traveling along a straight line in only one direction. Now we have to calculate the equations of the motion along the rectilinear. So we consider this as a, suppose this is x axis and suppose this is a y axis. Now suppose this particle is moving along the straight line, see this. Suppose this is a origin, this is x axis and y axis. Now particle is moving along the straight line from this part along the x axis. Initially, when the time period is t is equals to 0, then its velocity is suppose u bar. After some time t, the velocity of a particle is suppose v bar, which is moving along the straight line, that is a v bar. F bar be the acceleration of a particle, x be the displacement of a particle in time t. So you must note that here u means, u bar means initial velocity, when time period t is 0. Suppose v bar means velocity after time t. Suppose f bar means acceleration. These are the basic concept which we have to consider. See this. These are the basic concept which we have to study. See, this consider a particle is moving along a straight line along the x-axis. Initially, the velocity of a particle is u bar. The time period t is given by, we have given the time period t bar. Hello, हाँ बोला. ते तुम्ही जाताना सांगितलंच नाही ना, फोनच केला नाही मला. असं नाही ना, पुन्हा उशिरा बघितलो 6:30ला. मी कधी बघतो कधी नाही असं झालं. ठीक आहे, मी क्लास झाल्यावर लावू का? क्लास चालू आहे. ओके. Now see this, the velocity, initial velocity is suppose u bar. Velocity after a time t, period of a time t is f bar, sorry v bar, and acceleration here we have to consider suppose f. A particular notation wapra. Now we shall discuss the motion. We have to find out the equations regarding the rectilinear motion in this case. Now I shall write this theory. आता इथं आपण theory लिहू. Let us consider a particle is moving in the direction of the x-axis, direction of the x-axis. Suppose that particle is moving along x-axis. Now see this, all vectors, vector quantities like velocity, acceleration, displacement, are along the same direction. That means along the x-axis. That is taken, that directions are along x-axis. That directions are along x-axis. Now we shall study only their magnitudes. Now here we consider all these quantities in the magnitude form, in the magnitudes form, without considering directions, because all the directions are in the same, that is along x-axis. See this. Now here a particle move in a straight line. Here a particle is moving in a straight line with constant acceleration. With constant acceleration, suppose f bar, and with having a starting velocity u bar. See this is the basic part, this is the concept which we have to study. परत एकदा मी एक्सप्लेन करतो. see here, consider a particle is moving along the x-axis. Consider a particle is moving along x-axis with a constant acceleration f bar and initial velocity u bar. Also, let us take the direction of motion of that particle is along x-axis. That means all the vector quantities like velocity, acceleration, displacement are all along the direction of x-axis. All along the direction of x-axis. That means acceleration is also along the x-axis, same direction. See this. U bar is the initial velocity. V bar is the velocity after some time t. F bar be the constant acceleration. You must know all these things. And at the initial stage, the time period t is 0, velocity is u bar. Now see this, for the calculation of the equations for rectilinear motion, suppose we consider the magnitudes of these quantities only, that means without considering the directions, because basically the directions of all quantities are same. So here we have to find the equation of the rectilinear motion in terms of a magnitude only. Actually we know that. What is the formula? Chala re students answer there. What is the formula for acceleration? What is the definition of the acceleration? Write down. We know that इथे x म्हणजे डिस्प्लेसमेंट आहे, हे पण लिहितो. Here x, or we can write s means displacement. या सर्व बाबी तुम्ही लक्षात ठेवा. x along x axis means we consider the displacement x, or we consider s. S means the displacement of a particle. Now here, what is the velocity? We know that. Acceleration, we know that the rate of change of velocity is acceleration. Is it correct? The time rate of a change of a velocity is acceleration. So we can write, or it is also known as it is the second order derivative. It is the second order derivative of displacement. See this, here we have considered basically displacement is along x-axis. Students, you know that displacement is given which is along x-axis. So acceleration we can write, therefore d2x by dt square, which is given by f bar. F bar means acceleration. Now suppose this is the acceleration. Now if we take integrating with respect to t, we get, now see this, actually basically we are considering the displacement is along x-axis. So total terminologies, total terms are velocity, acceleration, initial velocity, displacement, these are along the x-axis. So we can take acceleration means double rate of change of displacement. Displacement is along x-axis, so we consider displacements in the form of x. See this, we consider the displacement in the form of x. So how we can write here, 1 minute, सर 1 मिनिट स्टुडंट्स थांबा, थोडं स्क्रीनशॉट घ्यायचं मला. see this, okay. Now integrating with respect to x, अगर आप इसका इंटीग्रेशन लेते हैं, then what will happen here student? Integration of d2x by dt square means we get the integration, one derivative will cancel with the integration, so dt dx by dt, which is equals to, acceleration is constant, you know that, we have considered acceleration is a constant, straight line with constant acceleration. So integrating with respect to t, we can write f is a constant, so ft plus constant of integration, suppose c1. See this, इथं मी बाजूला करतोय, सॉल्व करून दाखवतोय. d2x by dt square is equals to f, so d by dt of dx by dt, which is equals to f. Now if we take the integration, d by dt of dx by dt into dt, which is equals to integration of f into dt, means we have taken here integrating with respect to x. मी steps तुम्हाला समजून सांगतोय. So we will get this integration and derivative will be get cancel, so we get dx by dt, which is equals to f bar. F is a constant. आता f bar लिहायची गरज नाही, we are considering only the magnitude form. F bar is a constant, keep it as it is. Then integration of dt means t plus constant of integration c. So we have written here directly the integration of d2x by dt square of f bar. आपण काय करू, f bar च्या ऐवजी फक्त f घेऊ, we have consider only in the magnitude form. So dx by dt is equals to, here we have to consider only magnitude form, so it is not necessary to write f bar. So integration of d2x by dt square is dx by dt, f is a constant coefficient as it is, then integration of dt with respect to t is t, as like this. According to this equation we can take, and the constant of integration is c. Now suppose that c1 is the constant of integral. C1 means constant of integral. Constant of integral, see this, or we can write integration constant. Now we have to find out the value of C1, add the initial, dx by dt means rate of change of displacement, see here, dx by dt means rate of change of displacement, add the initially rate of change of displacement dx by dt, which is equals to u. So at initial dx by dt is equals to u bar, means u, we can consider only u, there is no any vector quantity, comma, time period t is 0, then put these values in equation 1, so then C1 becomes, how we can write this, u is equals to f into 0, f into 0 plus C1, therefore C1 is equals to u. Suppose this is a equation number 1. Now put in 1. Then we get the value of C1, so equation 1 becomes dx by dt, which is equals to ft plus u, or we can write, so C1 means u, so we can write dx by dt which is equals to u plus ft. Suppose this is equation number second, or u is also called as which is considered as suppose v, or we can consider this as a v. So v is equals to u plus ft. Suppose this is equation number second. Here v means the velocity. You can consider this also. याला second समजा वाटलं तर काही अडचण नाही आहे. You can consider this second, where v is the velocity of the particle after time t. Velocity of a particle after time t when it started with initial velocity u. Say this. Now see here. इथपर्यंत काय अडचण आहे का? कॉन्स्टंट ऑफ इंटिग्रेशन काढला. ॲट द इनिशियल स्टेज वी हॅव इनिशियल dx by dt इज u. t इज 0. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी जेव्हा t 0 असतो, या स्टेजला t 0 असतो इनिशियल स्टेजला. सी दिस. ॲट द टाइम t when t is equals to 0, then dx by dt is equals to u. आणि आफ्टर सम टाइम t, काही वेळानंतर velocity means dx by dt. dx by dt means velocity v after some time t. dx by dt means after some time t. This is after एक मिनट some time t means in this case. So we consider this as a v is equals to u plus ft. Suppose this is equation number second. Now we shall discuss the next part, that is again also if we integrating again also. Suppose dx by dt is equals to u plus ft. dx by dt is equals to u plus ft from equation 2. By integrating with respect to t, again if we integrate this with respect to t, then we get x is equals to dx by dt ची व्हॅल्यू येते x is equals to 1 minute student. इंटरनेटचा प्रॉब्लेम यायला लागलाय सध्या. So we can write dx by dt here. And now see here, we can write dx by dt. How we can write dx by dt here? See, we shall discuss this dx by dt. That is equals to x is equals to, how we can write? X is equals to, see this. Integrating with respect to x, dx by dt is equals to u plus u चं इंटिग्रेशन घ्या, ut plus f into t square by 2 plus suppose C2. So we get x is equals to ut plus 1 by 2 ft square plus C2. Now here we have to find, suppose this is equation number 3. Now for the constant of integration when t is equals to 0, then what will happen? We can write this as where C2 is the constant of integration, where C2 is the constant of integration, where C2 is the constant of integration. See this C2 is a constant of integration which is given by, calculated by t is equals to 0 at initially t is equals to 0 and x is equals to 0. So therefore put in 2, put in 3, therefore 0 is equals to 0 plus u into 0, u into 0 plus 1 by 2 f into 0 plus C2, that will be C2, put in 3. So we get the value x is equals to ut plus 1 by 2 ft square plus C2 means 0. Suppose this is the next equation. Suppose this is the equation number 4. Now here first equation we will get dx by dt is equals to ft plus c1. So we can write dx by dt is equals to u plus ft, or we can write v is equals to u plus ft. Similarly we can write x is equals to ut plus 1 by 2 ft square. How we will get? If we take integrating with respect to t, then we get dx by dt च integration x, u च integration with respect to t is ut, f is t च integration t square by 2 plus constant of integration suppose C2. That means we can find the value of C2 by keeping x is equals to ut plus 1 by 2 ft square into C2, where C2 is the constant of integration which is calculated by t is equals to 0 and x is equals to 0, putting in 3. So x is equals to 0 and t is equals to 0. Therefore C2 will be 0, as C2 ची value किती येते 0. So put this C2 is equals to 0, put in 3. So x is equals to ut plus 1 by 2 ft square. This is the suppose equation number 4. Now next what we have to do? Also the constant of integration which is calculated. Now next here, again we know that the rate of a change of velocity is acceleration. So dv by dt is equals to f. We can use the chain rule, dv by dx into dx by dt, which is equals to x by chain rule. So we can write this as dv by dx is into dx by dt. आता dx by dt, dv by dx into dx by dt means it is the velocity v into f. So we can write v into dv by dx, which is equals to f. Now here, suppose this is a, we can write, now by integrating with respect to x, by integrating with respect to x, we get See this integration of v dv by dx into dx, which is equals to integration of f into dx. That means v dv, which is equals to integration of f dx. dx dx cancel होता, so v चा integration v square by 2, v square by 2, which is equals to f is a constant, so integration of dx with respect to x is x plus suppose c3. We can also write this as suppose c3. So suppose we consider this equation as a 5. The constant of integration C3 can be obtained by taking, see this constant of integration can be obtained by taking the initial velocity v is equals to u by taking initial velocity v is equals to u and displacement x is equals to 0. Put in 5. So u square divided by 2 is equals to f into 0 plus c3. So we can write this as u square divided by 2, which is equals to c3. Put in 5. Therefore we get काय येईल मग v square upon 2 is equals to fx plus u square upon 2. That means v square is equals to 2fx plus u square. So we get that is v square is equals to u square plus 2 into fx. 2 into fx. Suppose this is the equation number 6. See this is the equation number 6. Note that hence here the equations which are those, that is equation number 2, 4 and 6. 2, 4, 6, that are v is equals to, what is that? V is equals to u plus ft next x is equals to ut plus 1 by 2 ft square. ut plus 1 by 2 ft square and v square is equals to u square plus 2fx. See this, these equations are, see this, these equations are called the equation rectilinear motions. These, hence we can discuss hence we can discuss the rectilinear motion. We can discuss the rectilinear motion using above three equations. It is called equations of rectilinear motion. See this, these three equations are called as the equations of rectilinear motion. See this is very important result which we have to prove. Equation of the rectilinear motion means what? See this, the equation of a rectilinear motion means, let us consider these are the, suppose this is a acceleration. If we do integrating with respect to t, then we get dx by dt is equals to ft plus c1. To find the value, add the initially dx by dt means u, t is equals to 0, then we can find the value of c1. So we get the value of c1 is equals to u, put in 1. So we get the relation dx by dt is equals to ft plus u, dx by dt is equals to u plus ft, or dx by dt means we can write v. So v is equals to u plus ft, where v is the velocity of the particle after time t. It started with initial velocity u. Now also we know that dx by dt is equals to u plus ft, integrating with respect to t. So dx by dt is integration ux is equals to ut plus f into t square by 2 plus c2, x is equals to this, where c2 is the constant of integration which can be calculated by t. Initially t is equals to 0, x is equals to 0. So we can, x is equals to 0, t is equals to 0, then c2 is equals to 0, put in 3, so x is equals to ut plus 1 by 2 ft square. This is the also equation of the displacement, that is length x is equals to ut plus 1 by 2 ft square. Now we know that dv by dt is equals to f, rate of change of velocity is equals to acceleration by chain rule, then dv v by integrating on both sides, integration क्या दोनों sides with respect to x, then v dv is equals to f dx, v square by 2 is equals to fx plus c3. The constant of integration c3 can be obtained by taking initial velocity v is equals to u and displacement, and x is equals to displacement नको, distance and initial distance, and the initial distance x is equals to 0. So put this value u square divided by 2 is equals to f into 0. So we get this result as v square is equals to 2 into fx plus u square. So final result is v square is equals to u square plus 2fx. So this equation 2, 4, 6, that is v is equals to u plus ft, x is equals to ut plus 1 by 2 ft square, v square is equals to u square plus 2fx. Hence we can discuss the rectilinear motion using above three equations. It is called the equations of rectilinear motion. Okay, याला आपण equations of rectilinear motion म्हणतो. आता त्यानंतर पहा motion under gravity. We shall discuss the motion under gravity. Now write down, ठीक है, motion under gravity. Motion under gravity. We know that the equation of a motion, we know that the equations of rectilinear motion equations of the rectilinear motion are, we know that, which are that v is equals to u plus ft, second x is equals to ut plus 1 by 2 ft square, and third v square is equals to u square plus 2fx. Suppose this is equation number 1, equation number 2, equation number 3. Now when a particle moves under the force, under the gravitational force of attraction, gravity, force of attraction see this, when a particle moves under the gravitational force of attraction, okay, attraction in the vertically downward direction, the motion can be discussed by using the motion of a particle can be discussed by using equations 1, 2 and 3. By using the equations 1 and 2 and 3. See this. Now here the force is only gravitational force. Therefore, we can write F is equals to g. The acceleration due to here g, the acceleration is acceleration due to gravity will be positive or negative acceleration due to gravity will be positive or negative according to the particle moving vertically downward or upward direction. See this, we have to find out the motion under gravity only. Means here the acceleration F is replaced by acceleration due to the gravity. Gravitational force of attraction, that is acceleration due to the gravitational force of attraction. The value g, see this, the value g is a acceleration due to gravity will be positive or negative according to the particle is moving vertically downward direction or upward direction. If a particle is projected vertically upward direction, means which is, see this is a particle is, suppose particle is moving upward downward directions here. If a particle is moving upward direction, the motion of a particle is in upward direction, then it is opposite to the gravitational force of direction. So in this case G is negative. So G is negative. And if a particle is going downward direction, then we have to consider G is a positive. Means if a particle is projected vertically upward direction, with initial velocity u, then the velocity after time t is given by the equations 1, 2 and 3, that are, how we can write these equations here, that is u is equals to, so v is equals to u. See this, from this equation we can write acceleration. F is a negative. When a particle is moved towards the upward direction, then F is negative. So equation 1 becomes v is equals to minus gt. Suppose this is equation number 4. Then second equation, acceleration s, x or s, which is equals to, we can write, that is s means displacement, x is equals to ut plus 1 by 2. एक मिनट, here will be displacement, distance नहीं, displacement, इधर displacement गया, as it is displacement. So we can write s or x displacement is ut minus 1 by 2 gt square. We can write this as of 5. And next, v square is equals to u square minus 2gs. X means 2gs. We can write this third equation. Fx means v square is equals to u square minus 2gs or x. We can write whatever may be. Suppose this is equation number 6. This is the particle is projected in the upward direction. आता जर particle is falling downward direction, then we can write as, if the particle falls vertically downward direction, under gravity means gravitational force of attraction, then equations 4, 5, 6 becomes, means in this case G is positive, therefore V is equals to U plus GT. Suppose this is a 7, then S is equals to UT plus 1 by 2 GT square, and v square is equals to u square plus 2gs. Suppose this is 8, this is a 9. These relations are called, these equations are called the equation of a motion. See this, these equations are called equations of motion under gravity. Under gravity. Gravity means due to the gravitational force of attraction. See this, motion under gravity. Actually, we know that the equation of a rectilinear motion, equations of rectilinear motions are v is equals to u plus ft x this. Now, if we want to calculate the equation of a motion under gravity, means here f is of gravitation, f is the actually acceleration, but under the gravity, acceleration due to gravity is denoted by g. So, we have to write f is equals to g, but there are two possible directions. If a particle is moving in the upward direction, then it is in the opposite direction of g. So, we can write f is equals to minus g. And if a particle is coming downward direction, then we can write f is equals to g. So, we can write 1, 2, 3 equation in such a way that v is equals to u minus gt, x is equals to s is equals to ut minus 1 by 2 gt square, v square is equals to u square minus 2gs when particle is moving in the upward direction, and when particle is moving in the downward direction, replace minus by plus. So, equation 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 means 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are the equations. These equations are called equations of a motion under gravity. Equations of a motion under gravity. Okay, this is the part. First part we have calculated equation of rectilinear motion. In the second part we have calculated here the equation of motion under gravity. Okay, so we shall stop here. Namaskar, goodbye.